everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. This is a bit different to what I normally upload. Obviously I'm doing a lot of mum videos at the moment, and saying that, if you can hear a noise, like a weird noise in the background, I've got my little one in the room next door, so he's currently having a little stretch and he's gone back to sleep. So let's keep it that way. So today's video, as you can tell by the title, is all about my eyebrows. So just over a week and a half ago, I went and saw a lady called Tia, and she gave me a brow makeover. So I found Tia on Instagram. She is literally the loveliest person. Like, she's just so sweet. I'll leave a link to her Instagram down in the description bar, but it's illusionart_microblading. And if you have a look on her page, you can see all the different transformations she's done. It's absolutely incredible what she does. She doesn't just do eyebrows, she also does skin pigmentation, lots of other bits, but I solely went there for eyebrows because, as you will be able to see when I start explaining how rubbish my eyebrows were. Today I have no makeup on my brows whatsoever, and I don't think they look too bad. And I've had them done since last Sunday, and it's now Friday, so basically it's nearly 2 weeks since I've had them done. And in that time I was taking pictures and little snippets of like what my brows were doing at the time. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video, just kind of talking you through the process and what happened to my brows day by day afterwards. But before I do any of that, I just want to talk to you about what actually happened when I went and got my eyebrows done. So first things first, I got there and Tia was just so lovely. She was just looking at the brows, finding out what shade I wanted. She gave me like a shade chart to choose a colour from, and my hair's quite light, so I went for the lightest shade, which was ash brown. But when I go for my 6-week top up, I might go a little bit darker just on this end part of the tail, because I do feel like it could go a little bit darker. Then she did a patch test behind my ear just to make sure I wasn't allergic to anything. She went through all of the sort of like legal paperwork bits where you have to just make sure you're aware of things that could happen, things that can go wrong, the aftercare and everything like that. She gave me this, which was the aftercare and things to follow and to remember while you're healing. And it does say on here to remember that day 1 they will look amazing, day 2 to about day 7 they'll start looking really scabby, which, as you will see in the next few clips, they did go very scabby. But then as soon as it gets past like day 10, they start to look really good, which is where I'm at now. So I'm really happy with them at the moment. We went through all of that, and then she sat me down and did some before shots. And then she started measuring everything so that it was in line with the shape of my face, and made sure that it was completely symmetrical. So my eyebrows should be very similar now, even though I think this muscle on this side of my face is a little bit higher, so that might be why they don't look 100% symmetrical. But if I was to just go like that, they would look very similar. Unfortunately, this side of my face is just a little bit slow. So once she did all the mapping and made sure I was happy with the shape and the size of them, then I laid down, and she obviously did some more pictures. Then she put some numbing stuff on my face. I didn't actually know it was numbing stuff until she started slicing into me, and I couldn't feel it. So it sounds awful, slicing into me, but that is pretty much what she's doing. So she's got like a mini knife, I think, and the colour that she's putting into it, and it's just loads of little slices. And it didn't seem very painful whatsoever, to be honest. It was weird because I could hear it more than I could feel it. And I'm guessing the numbing cream worked, because that's exactly what happened. I couldn't feel hardly anything. It wasn't painful. I wouldn't say it was painful. It was just a little bit uncomfortable. Like, it was like someone was just scratching you over and over again, and you can just feel like the pressure of the scratch. It just wasn't like painful. But every now and then she'd have to reapply some of the numbing stuff because it would start to sting a little bit. But the whole way through she was making sure I was okay. She was saying, do you feel anything? Is everything all right? Which is obviously very professional. So I think she started working on one eyebrow first, then she did the other one, and then she did the micro shading, which is kind of like a tattoo, I think, where they just basically colour it in. I think I felt most of it on this side, on the ends of the tail. but I'm not entirely sure if she did the whole of my brows. Sorry, I should really ask these questions before I do this video. So after she finished doing all of that, she did the reveal, which I'll insert in here.
Here we go. Oh my god. Here you come in. See, what have I done to you?
Oh my god.
4 brows.
Wow. Oh my god.
As you wish.
That is amazing.
Nice.
Wow. I look like a completely different person.
Yeah, it looks so different, isn't it?
Yeah, I love them.
Wow.
Wow, they're such a good colour as well.
Yeah, that colour really suits you.
As you can tell, my eyebrows do look very different there to what they look like now. So in that video you'll be able to see each individual hair stroke, whereas now you can't really see the individual strokes. You can see where something's been done, but I'm not sure. I don't know if it's me or if I've healed a little bit differently. I'm not sure, but I can't really see the individual kind of slices that she's put into it. But saying that, I'm not unhappy about that. Like, I really like the way that they've turned out. So I think I'll probably ask some more questions when I go back for my 6-week checkup in March. And when I go there, she'll be doing the top up as well. So again, they'll look exactly the same as they did before, but she'll kind of fill in any gaps where the scabs have taken off the colour and bits like that. So this is immediately after getting home from having my eyebrows microbladed. Now that all of the numbness has gone, they do kind of hurt a little bit. They have gone dark and they're a lot bigger than I was expecting them to be, but I trust Tia. I know that she does this for a living. I know that they'll end up looking exactly how I want them to, but they definitely look pretty dark right now, but we will see how they end up. So with the Aftercare, it says, for the best healed results, please ensure you follow these instructions carefully. Once you've left us, the healing of your brows is under your control, and it's paramount that you care for them properly for the best results and to negate any complications. So with the day of the treatment, we're meant to be wiping your brows clean with the cotton provided every 20 minutes for the first hour. So my journey home from Tia's place was around an hour, so I actually had to keep wiping them while I was driving, which wasn't too bad. Like, they were still quite numb, and literally all I had to do was just wipe them every 20 minutes. I just made sure I was looking at the clock in my car. And then after that 1 hour, you're meant to do it once every following hour until you go to bed, so every 2 hours after that first hour, if that makes any sense. And that was fine. It was a little bit stingy, but it was completely fine. I think I got it done about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so I didn't have to do it too many times. And then when I woke up in the morning, my brows were very dark. So the following 7 days, you're meant to gently rinse your brows once every morning and night with warm water and pat dry with a clean tissue paper. Do not let your brows come into contact with skincare, hair care or cosmetic products during this time, and never pick or pull the scabs. Your brows will be ruined. I found that very hard. I love picking scabs. I don't know, that sounds disgusting, but if you have a scab, it's like so hard not to pick it. And I think this was quite easy for me not to wear makeup because I am on maternity leave at the moment. I'm not really getting out of the house that much because my baby's only 10 weeks. Things to avoid in the first week: whilst your eyebrows are healing, do not pick or scratch them and try to refrain from touching them apart from when cleaning them. Do not apply any makeup or products on your eyebrows. Do not sleep on your face and use a clean pillowcase. Avoid the sauna, gym or anything else that causes sweating and direct sunlight exposure. Well, I won't be going to the gym anytime soon anyway. Avoid facial massage or other facial treatments. Keep showering time to 5 minutes maximum and avoid exposure of the treatment area to washing products. And then things to avoid in the next 30 days. Avoid sunbathing, chemical peels, laser treatments, as these can lead to burns and fading. So I think I did stick to the do's and don'ts of the Aftercare, so I'm hoping that Tia is happy with me when I do go and see her to have the 6-week top up, but we will see. This is obviously like 2 weeks after having it done, but I am going back in another 4 weeks to top it up and completely finish it off. I know I'm going to get asked this, so I'm just going to put it out there anyway. So this lady charged £350, and that includes the top up as well. And I think that's quite a reasonable price, and she's a lovely lady, and I think I'd rather go to an independent person doing it than going to like a salon, because this girl's trying to make a living, you know, and I just feel like I'd rather put my money into a person than a company, if that makes any sense. So I hope you found that video helpful. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I may do a question and answer sort of section in my next video when I do my 6-week top up. If you do like the video, then give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you aren't already, if you want to see what happens with me and my little boy. I'm going to be doing some more videos soon. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the video, and I'll see you soon.